Tommy from the Bronx. He said something to me in a comment that John Gotti's house was for sale for something like, I think he said a little over 700,000. I'm assuming he's talking about his house in Howard Beach. I don't see nothing online about it, brother. If you could send me a link, I would definitely like to check that out. I remember Victoria Gotti's house. I think it went into foreclosure. I remember from what I read, the FBI raided it in 2016, and then I think something like a bank bought it for something like 2.6 million or something like that. That was the house, growing up Gotti, the show Victoria Gotti, the daughter of John Gotti. But as far as John Gotti's actual, his house personally is for sale, I didn't see anything online about that. Yeah, that would be tremendous. Wow, to live in the same house as John Gotti. Could you imagine that? Listen, a lot of people don't like John Gotti. A lot of people love John Gotti. Putting aside whatever feelings you have, he was a great family man. I know people when they hear this, it drives them crazy because they think of him as, a wise guy, a guy who was responsible for some, pretty bad things, but he really had a heart of gold. He was great in his community. They loved him. They loved him in Howard Beach and Queens. He used to buy all the equipment in the YMCA's for the kids, for the gyms. He used to have all the big block parties. He helped everybody out. He was a family man. He was a family man. Family was the most important thing to him. I remember one time I saw this video where Victoria Gotti was visiting him in jail. And the way he said it, he had a way of speaking, that just was so freaking funny, man. It was this like sarcastic, but yet comedy type of thing. So he would go to her and say, Victoria, he goes, I got a picture here with this beautiful family. They gave it to me. I see grandkids. I see this. Another family came and they gave me, this beautiful picture with like, the grandkids, the Christmas tree, this, that. She's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I don't have? I don't have my family's picture, all right? I don't have my family. I want to see my grandchildren. Why aren't you giving me my picture? I want to see my grandchildren. It's like, all right. He was just such a powerful guy. I mean, when he spoke, it was like your whole body just stopped. Like, just such power, such intensity. He was the Teflon Don, the man's man. I like him. I think he's great. I'm sorry. You're like, what do you look up to? A gangster, a wise guy? I don't look at him like that. I look at a guy, through all different qualities of life. And you know what? He was a person who, if you treated him good and you treated him with respect, he'd be your best friend. But you didn't follow the rules. Well, that was the life that they lived by. That was the life that they lived by. You gotta follow the rules. And I know what you're thinking, but did he follow the rules, right? With the whole Paul Castellano. Well, I guess that's a good argument, but he did what he had to do. You know what I mean? You know, I don't know. I think he was a great guy. I'll leave it at that. Video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only.